Hey up everybody, hope you're all alright. Just had a shower in the gym. I feel suitably refreshed. The van is back on the road, so I'm chuffed about that. I'll tell you more about that in a bit. And I thought, I want to do something. I want to shoot a vlog. I need to go on a little trip. I can't go too far because I've got my daughter in a couple of days. So I thought, what should I do? And then I got a message from one of my subscribers. I got a message through Facebook. So if you're not following me on Facebook, it's By the Curb, you'll find us. And I got a message from Janice, and she says, why don't you go to Thirsk? And I thought, that's quite a good shout, because I've not been there for years and years. So I thought, I'll drive up there. It's about an hour away. We'll have a look around and see what's happening. The weather is looking dodgy as all, but it don't matter. I can buy a brolly, can't I? Going to be positive on this one, maybe. Anyway, I'm just going to head into Asda to get something for the journey, to get a healthy meal deal. See you in a minute. So what we've got for his journey today, we have chicken and sweet corn sandwich, onion barges, a mango dip and some water. I'll see you when we get to Thirsk. Right, I'm here and I'm banging the centre of Thirsk. Weather's a bit miserable. It's spitting a little bit. It looks like it's going to chuck it down. But I've pulled in this car park and there's quite a few motorhomes. I wonder if it's one of them that you can stay overnight. It'd be interesting. I'll just go and have a look at the sign and see what the situation is. So that car park's no good. I mean, it's a car park, you can park there, but you can't stay overnight. I was thinking I might have found somewhere, because I saw them motorhomes, I think, oh, it might be all right to stay tonight here. So I've just come around corner where there's a Tesco, and you can park here for 3 hours. So I'm just going to do a bit of shopping, and then I will find somewhere to stay for tonight, where I can go and do a bit of work in the back of the van. I'm fancying doing a pub stop. I do like my pub stops. Go and have a pint and maybe some dinner or something, and then, you know, it just feels safe in pub car parks, I think. Right, as for the van, as you know, we've been having lots of issues with this van, with this DPF filter, and the van went into limp mode, despite me having what they call a regen, which apparently clears it out. So I had the warning light that there was a DPF issue. I had it cleared by having this forced regen. Then we drove down south, down to Kent, down south, and we had the issue. It went into limp mode again, so we ended up getting towed back all the way from Canterbury. Got back, went back into limp mode again. When we got back the next day, I started it up and it were all right, and I thought, oh well, that's weird, it's all right now. Then it just keeps going in and out of limp mode. And I've mentioned this before, and loads of you have sent me links, and I really appreciate that. A few people sent me the same sort of link to a YouTube channel, which I'll put it on screen. I can't remember it off the top. Is it O'Reilly's, I think? And he talks about an issue that Peugeot vans can have with the DPF filter, and it's quite unusual because in the wing mirror there's a thermometer, you know, like a temperature sensor which your vehicle uses, and you know, just to give you a temperature, outside temperature, but there's a lot of other things that it's used it for. And on this video it said if you've any damage, if your mirror's been damaged, that can interfere with the DPF filter. And what do you know, I had that accident, well, not an accident, but do you remember a few months ago somebody hit my wing mirror when I was in Buxton, and yeah, so that could have damaged the thermometer thing. So I used my mechanical expertise, and I twiddled wire a little bit, and it seemed to fix it for some, I don't know, it might just be a coincidence, but since I've done that, it's not gone into limp mode since. But of course, I couldn't rest thinking that it had happened again. So I booked it into garage, where it's just been this morning. I've just been and picked it up and had a chat with a guy, my mate, and he does all work on my van. He's absolutely fantastic, and he says, look, there's not really an issue. He's checked the soot level, he says it's low, so it could be what I thought it was. It could be a sensor issue. So he's done some jiggery-pokery with his computer. He's plugged his computer in, and I don't know what he's done, but he's tricked the van into thinking that there's a new DPF filter, or it's been changed over or something like that. And he says that should fix it now, see how you get on. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is the longest run I've had since in the last few days. So I've come to Thirsk, which is like an hour away or something like that. But you know, these computers and stuff, what they plug in and they do these diagnostic checks, really weird that somebody who saw one of my earlier videos was a company called Carly, and they've sent me this and they said you might find this useful. And what this is an OBD reader. So I know nothing about vehicles, but I do know that cars and vans, they have what they call an OBD port, and you can take them to a garage, they'll plug the computers in, and it'll tell them everything that's wrong with the vehicle. This is like your own version, far better than the cheap ones that you get off eBay and stuff like that. This plugs into your reader, and it connects to the app, the Carly app, on your phone via Bluetooth, and it gives you detailed diagnostics. Now, a lot of these garages and places, they might only give you some basic diagnostics, but this, because it's a database and it's updating all the time, it gives you manufacturer level, so it goes into a lot of detail. So I plugged it in, and yeah, lo and behold, it come up with issues with the DPF filter. So it also come up with some other issues as well, which are not really that major, and I will get them fixed in the next few weeks. But yeah, cracking little tool. If you're a van lifer, you know, when your van's your house, you need something like this. But there's also another thing that you get with Carly, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and that's vehicle checks. You can run these, you know, if you're looking to buy a vehicle, and there's these companies that offer you this service where you can check if it's HPI clear, or check that the mileage is genuine, see if there's an MOT, see if it's ever been written off. All this detailed information about the history of a vehicle you're thinking of buying, you get that free with Carly. It is really good, and I'm going to be using that. You know, when I'm looking to buy a new van, I will definitely be using that. So thank you to Carly for reaching out, and also for sponsoring this video. If you'd like to give them a go yourself, then I will put a link in the description, also put it on the screen as well. And if you do, then you get a 15% discount by using my code, which is the word CURB, C-U-R-B. Right, so I've come down the road. It's a couple of miles on the outskirts of Thirsk, and I've come to a place called the Old Oak Tree Pub. It's not actually open yet, but there's already a couple of motorhomes in the car park. The car park's quite a slope, but at the bottom it's flat, so I think people get here early to get a flat bit. It does look quite posh. I want to go in and have my tea, but it's got 4.7 on Google. Maybe you need something. Have a body transplant. If you want some coffee with me. They make me laugh, these shots. You know when van lifers do the waking up shot? What you've got to remember is they're getting up first to set the camera up and then pretending they're asleep. Morning. Oh, what time is it? Oh, 8 o'clock. I've had a lie. Oh, it takes me ages to come round in the morning. So what do we have for breakfast this morning? Well, we have a black coffee in a very stylish by the curb mug, which was sent to me by Robert, who's one of my subscribers. I'll put a link on the screen. He's got his own little store where he does printing, t-shirts, mugs, that type of thing. On the back it says, I'm burning my hand, it says silly. That's brilliant, isn't it? Thanks a lot for that, mate. Really appreciate that. I've got some of the finest Tesco's porridge, eh? A banana that's a bit too not ripe enough, and a croissant. So we've been very continental this morning, so I'm going to chill out and eat my breakfast, answer a few comments, and then I'm going to head into Thirsk and we'll have a look round and we'll see what Thirsk is about. Right, we're here, we're in the town. Let's have a wander, let's see what there is to do. I've just had a quick look online and there's the Thirsk Museum, so we'll have a look at that first, just round this corner. Hello.
Hello.
Can I have a look round?
You can.
Is that all
So
right?
it looks like you came in with a purpose. Yeah.
I did. Well, that was going to be my next question. Can I film a little bit?
Right. Yes.
Thank you. I'll have a wander.
Round.
Thank you very much.
Obviously, this chair is probably the thing we're most famous for.
All right.
This Busby Stoop chair.
Yeah.
So, and the superstition behind it.
Oh, I'll have a good read
so
of that.
Have a good read of that, yeah.
Right.
And everybody in Thirsk knows about this chair. You know, it's almost after James Herriot. It's probably the second most famous.
Is it really?
Of Thirsk. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'll enjoy reading that. Thank you.
Right.
So that was the Thirsk Museum, which is only a tiny little museum, but it is free. But you have to donate, which I've just done. It was quite nice, and there was a really interesting thing, the story, the legend of the Busby Stoop chair, which I'm not going to tell you now. You need to wait, but it's a really good story of a cursed chair. I'll tell you at the end of this video, so you need to stay for that. Right, we're looking at the, is that it, the James Herriot thing? So that is the world of James Herriot, which, I'll be honest with you, don't interest me one bit, but we'll go in and I'll show you. This is what I do for you guys, you see. So that was the James Herriot Museum, and that's the house where he lived in. I'm sure you all know who James Herriot was. He wrote the All Creatures Great and Small and lots of other books like that. It's not really my cup of tea, but I can appreciate that a lot of people enjoy that type of thing, and it was very busy in there, so quite popular. £8.95 to get in. Yeah, it was all right. It was good value. I've just come out there and I've looked to my left here, and look at this. There's what looks like a lovely church, and there's also a fantastic house. So we'll go and have a look at these, and then I think it's time to get a coffee and maybe a sandwich. What's it say about this? Thirsk Hall, home to the Lord of the Manor since 1723. And then we've got a lovely church. Let's go and have a look at this. Look at that little door there. I bet that leads to a secret garden. So there's a movement or an organisation called the Thirsk Yarn Bombers, and they've got all these lovely knitted things all around the town. We'll go and have a look at some more of those in a bit. Wow, check that cottage out on the back there. I won't have a mooch past that in a bit. Let's go and have a look in the church.
This is 500 years old.
Is it?
It used to be bigger,
Right.
but so when you want to baptise somebody, you
Yeah.
have to get into the middle because there's water in there.
All right.
So you just go.
Yeah, oh wow, so it's... That's fascinating, isn't it?
And it just stays there.
Yeah. Well, I hope it stays there, because...
Well, yeah, you put somebody,
Yeah.
but then so you just gently.
Oh wow, that's really cool.
And it just sits.
So here we've got some sort of tapestry or quilt. 300 people have contributed to that, and it's a map of Thirsk. How good's that? Let's have a look. You got the river going through there. The market square. School playground. That's cool. So I was just talking to a gentleman and asked him what these marks were on the outside. You can see them, they're all over there. And the theory is they're from round about the 15th century, where people, you know, because there was a lot of unrest at the time, and they were where the people would sharpen arrowheads and knives. And there's a few churches around here that have got similar markings. That's interesting. And then this bit of graffiti here. I think there's a date on that, but it's hard to make it out. So that is St Mary's Church, and that was finished in 1480. Unbelievable. What a beautiful church as well. So, yeah, I'm going to head into the town, which I'm more or less in the town. I'm just on the outskirts. I'm going to head into the marketplace. Really liking Thirsk. There's a lot to do, but I'm building quite an appetite. I need some sort of sandwich or something, and then I might have a pint later on, eh? How you doing, mate? You all right? You up? Just having a quick look round. Doing a vlog, yeah? Just bumped into a viewer there. Hello. We didn't talk long because I think it was with the family. So the town centre, the marketplace. Let's have a mooch. Shall we go up that back street there or? Now I overheard a couple in the church saying, oh, they need to get back for the coach. So it's obviously one of those places that they do coach trips to, which that's probably one there. Let's have a look at some of the shops and things we've got. Lots of designer gear in there. You see a lot of these North Yorkshire towns and villages, they're quite affluent, you know, and there's a lot of, you know, upmarket shops. Even the charity shops are quite upmarket. Helen would like it here. Oh, I'm getting hungry now. Look at all these charity shops. Oh, that's not, I think that's a, oh it is. It's like a charity furniture shop. Let's go through here. Nice little square here with a cafe. And then loads of the knitted stuff I was telling you about, you know, the yarn bombers. They're on all these posts here. How cool are those? The work that's gone into that. Let's go around this side and have a look. There's more here. Wow, Harry Potter. They're all the way around. So the clock tower was built around 1890. These fish and chips smell fantastic, but I had them last night. So I'm not going to have fish and chips again. That would be wrong. I'm going to wander around and try and find a little independent cafe. More of these things, look. Loads of charity shops. I'm walking around aimlessly. There's a cafe there, but that's really busy. It's quite like Richmond and Ripon. Very similar. Wetherspoons? Well, who'd have thought? I might have a beer there later. I could have my dinner in Wetherspoons, but not today. More charity shops. That'll be the Golden Fleece Hotel up there with the sheep dangling.
Hiya.
Hey, hope you're alright, love.
Good, thanks, and you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. This is Danielle and this is Nadia.
Hi.
Hi, and you said you've lived here for 8 years
I have,
from South
yes.
Africa.
In North Yorkshire, but
In
Thirsk
North-
from October.
All right.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Thirsk?
Oh, it's a lovely, the friendliest little town.
It's great,
Really
isn't it?
love
Lovely
it.
people.
And then we've been working here 5 years at the Blue Cross.
And that's your Blue Cross. You're the manager of that shop, are you?
Yes.
Right. I'll come in and have a look.
Okay.
Are you going there now?
We are. We just took her for a walk. My dog walks with me.
Does she?
I don't know, I mean, she works with me and we take
All
her
right.
for a walk. So yeah, this is our little shop. We got a brand new son. We are the pet charity.
Right. That's a good sign. So I'm getting an exclusive tour of the charity shop. Hello. It's a shame my other half's not here. She absolutely loves charity shops.
Oh, so lovely. We've got something for everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of charity shops in Thirsk, isn't there?
There are. It's definitely the way to go. You can get incredible bargains.
So my viewers now are having a private tour of this wonderful charity shop.
We've got our men's section, entertainment and books,
Yeah.
children's,
Yeah.
and obviously always loads of ladies' clothing, and our homeware section.
Wow, you've got lots of stuff. It's nice, all nicely presented.
Our charity's been going for 126 years, helping
Right.
sick, injured and homeless pets. So the shops are relatively new,
Right.
but they really do, they help a lot. And we have a pet food bank currently, so people who can't afford to feed their pets,
Right.
they can come and
That's
get
good,
food.
isn't it?
It
Yeah.
is, it's amazing.
Yeah.
It's making a
So my
difference.
viewers need to come and see you and say hi.
We'd love that, yeah. Come and have a look
Right.
in, definitely.
I'll have a look around
Yeah, have
while
a
I'm
little
here.
look.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
So what a lovely lady she was. Really friendly, and I've chatted to her for ages, and she's probably one of the best advocates for Thirsk. She was going on how much she loves it, and she's only lived here a few months, and she's originally from South Africa. So how cool is that? No, I was filming myself, but I can film you if you want to be. I'm filming you now. All right. There was a lady that runs the charity shop there, and she's moved to North Yorkshire from South Africa a few years ago. But she was going on about Thirsk and how wonderful it is and how lovely the people are and everything.
It is, yes.
And you're a fantastic
Really,
example.
Where are you from?
I'm from everywhere. I live in a van. But I'm originally from Barnsley
I thought
in
you
South
were-
Yorkshire. Yeah, it's my accent. Yeah.
You're either from Leeds or South
Yeah,
Yorkshire.
I'm down there. So where should I go in Thirsk? I've done the museums, I've done the church. I'm going to go and have a... Oh, let me go. Don't let me.
No, you're all right.
There's a Herriot
Oh,
Centre.
Herriot Centre.
I've done the Herriot one.
yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lovely church.
I've done the church.
We've got the
Anyway, we'll see you
Would you
later.
like to come to the cottage and have a cup of tea?
Yes, I will.
It's only- this is the square.
Yeah.
You've got the square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, bye.
You've got, go down there, you get to the river.
Yeah. All right.
And you can go all the way a bit further down.
Okay.
And you can, and then you get to the other side.
Right.
Yeah.
Somebody said there's a clock gallery. Is that a real thing?
A clock.
I saw that on the. I might have dreamt it, or I've seen it on the internet
gallery?
somewhere. But
I really don't know.
yeah, it might not be a real thing. I've asked a few people. They might have got.
I know where the people where they do the they mend them. There's one at the back of here.
I wonder if it's in there.
No, I don't think it is. I
yeah.
don't know.
The person that told me might have been mistaken. And,
Yeah. I'll just have my friend.
Right.
Do you know where there's a clock gallery round here?
I don't know if it's open, but there is next to where the sweet shop was, there's that little alleyway.
Oh yeah.
Round the back
I
of
was
there,
in the right
there
place.
was
Right.
there was a clock repairer or something, but I don't know if it's open or.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
there is a
I'll
little
go and have a
sign.
look.
If you
Right, I'm going to get something to eat, and I'm starving now, so I'm going in this upstairs, downstairs cafe just round here. It's probably going to be really busy as well. Most of the places are busy. So it's got an upstairs and a downstairs, believe it or not. I might sit out here though. So I think I've dropped on here. I've come to sit outside, even though it's getting a bit nippy, because it's really busy inside and there's nowhere where I can film myself eating my dinner. So I'm outside, but it sells all sort of like Yorkshire produce and everything, all locally sourced food. So yeah, I'm sure it's going to be lovely. I've ordered the roast beef and horseradish sandwich and a cup of Earl Grey. Right, it's starting to rain, so I need to move in. Go back inside. I'm such a pain. It's starting to rain out there. Yeah. I'll go. So I'll just go and get a table.
Yeah.
Is that all right? Will you tell her when she's?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. So that was very nice. I had the beef and horseradish sandwich, and I had a pot of Earl Grey. Really enjoyed that. And I just timed it right with the rain as well. Can you see me? Can you see me, mother? So the rain has stopped play. Again. Oh, bought me out. Yeah, I couldn't find that clock gallery shop, even if it exists. I started looking around some little back streets and stuff where the lady said it might be, but then it started raining again, and it's that fine rain that soaks you through. So I thought I'll get in van because I'm only parked round the corner. So I thought get in van. Don't like getting wet, and that's probably it. I think this is in for afternoon now. So yeah, that was Thirsk. It's quite nice, Thirsk. You could have a day here. You could come. There's some nice restaurants. There's a Wetherspoons. I should have gone in there actually, shouldn't I? But I need to move on to the next venue, the next place, which is, I've no idea. The James Herriot thing was good. The church was lovely. Lots of history. If you're a fan of all creatures, great and small, and that type of thing, you could spend a good few hours in that museum. And that was £8.95, £8.50. It was something like that. Lots of interactive stuff in there. I liked the little museum as well. It was just a tiny little place. It was free, but I really enjoyed the story of the Busby stoop chair. So the lady told me that that's the main thing that people come to see, this cursed, allegedly this cursed chair. Now, you've got to say, would you sit in this chair? Let me tell you the story. So in 1702, I think it was, there was a guy called Thomas Busby, and he were a right nasty piece of work. He was a drunk, he was violent, aggressive, he was always getting into fights, really nasty person. And he married, or he was about to marry, a young girl called, I can't remember all names, but she was called Elizabeth, I remember that. And her father came round to try and persuade her not to marry him or to leave him, because he'd beat her up and everything. He was a thug. So her dad come round to plead with her. Now, he had this chair, did Thomas Busby, which was his favourite chair, sort of by the fire, and nobody could sit in his chair. So Elizabeth's dad is trying to persuade his daughter to leave Thomas. Thomas he's sat in that chair. He actually sat in Thomas's chair, and Thomas has come round and he's flown into a rage because nobody sits in my chair. And he stormed off in a huff, and he just got more and more drunk. And then I think it was the next day he searched out Elizabeth's dad, can't remember his name, and did him. And he was sentenced to. They hung Thomas Busby, but just before he was about to be hung, because he was obsessed with this chair, he said nobody will ever sit in that chair, and putting a curse on it, and bad stuff's gonna happen. I'm using a bit of license here, do you know what I mean? I can't remember it all verbatim, but you know what I mean? He basically cursed this chair. He says if anybody sits in this chair, bad stuff's gonna happen. And then, apparently, according to... There's a book on this, you can get this book. Loads of people it went in this pub, and I think it's called the Busby Stoop Inn. I'm going to flash pictures up if I can find them. And quite a few people, as a bit of a challenge, sat in that chair. And there's a long list of stuff that over the years, people that have sat in the chair have come to misfortune and died. Do you believe stuff like that? It's a bit like that painting in Shrewsbury that we saw that was supposed to be cursed. Would you sit in it? I mean, you couldn't sit in the chair because it was hung on the wall and there was do not touch. But you guys at home, would you sit in that chair? I mean, it seems like a pointless thing to do. I don't believe in anything like that. I don't, but it's always at the back of your mind, isn't it? Oh, should I sit in it? Oh, I don't know. I probably would. Do you want to laugh? So I'm on the outskirts of Thirsk. It's a place called Kilburn, and there's a famous site here. And I thought I'll come and show it you. It's trucking it down. I'm going to go out quick and film it. We'll see what happens. All right, I've got to be quick, so I'll have to film it on my phone. But I'm going to show you this amazing site. 2 minutes. They've moved it. I can't see it. The directions that said on internet to see this thing, this amazing thing, I'm where it says you can see it from, and I can't see out. But that's probably fog. But I've tried zooming in. I'll just go a little bit further down the road. So I've drove up the hill. I couldn't, it's too foggy for me to show you from where I was at the other side of the valley. So I've come up to the place. It's the White Horse, it's the Kilburn White Horse. But it's a crap view from here because you're right underneath it. It looks stupid. So I'll just have to put some nice pictures on it. I hope I can find them. If not, I'll draw it. So yeah, that's another thing you can see at Thirsk. And this was built in, or made, or created in 1890 something. And it's the largest white type hill painting in northern England, apparently. So there, that's it. So what next? Oh, I think I'll call it a day for this vlog. I'm going to go and find somewhere else. If you've got any suggestions... Oh God, there's a dog here. There's a... Oh, where's the owner? Oh, they're walking past. If you've got any suggestions of places sort of around North Yorkshire, I have done a lot of North Yorkshire. I'm going to go to Coast again this weekend with my daughter. I don't know if I'll vlog that. But yeah, if you've got any suggestions, put them in comments. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I know this has been a mishmash, but it's what I do in week, just milling around in van and stuff. So I don't even know where I'm going now, but I'll find somewhere and I'll probably put that in next vlog. I'll probably put it on Facebook or something. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all later. Silly.